Watermark has no heart. Watermark has no heart.
Kayne Anderson and Watermark have run a campaign of deceit and misinformation, harming the elderly residents at 947 Timberton in Westwood. They issued eviction notices back in December. We know the story well. But as of last Friday, they came out and said that they offered a deal to the residents that takes the evictions off the table, but it really lessens the protections that they're being offered by the residential hotel ordinance. So we're here to say, shame on you, Kayne. We're going for the residential hotel ordinance. We're fighting for full protection for these residents, and you can't scare them.
We've been fighting this since we first heard about it. We are pushing to declare the property a residential hotel, which would block the LSF evictions. And I believe we can fight this out and keep the residents from being evicted.
It's affordable housing, it's senior protection. In the midst of LA, we're in a housing crisis, and they're going to talk about putting luxury condos in a place where there were formerly affordable rent prices for these elderly residents. It's really ghastly and insane. It's all about corporate greed here is the bottom line. Everybody's going to be facing this direction. You see the sign? You want the sign in the foot a little bit over?
Shame on Kayne! 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 Shame on Kayne!
98-year-old lady, and I'm being thrown out. I'm all of my friends. Where am I to go? They're evicting me. I have no place to go.
We have a community of good friends here. We don't want to leave. We were very frightened, and we still have great emotions about the thought of having to be evicted from the place that we really have grown to love.
Watermark has no heart. Watermark has no heart. Watermark has no heart. Watermark has no heart.
We've been fighting this for months. We're not going to let Watermark evict the tenants from Westwood Horizons. This is not going to happen. Over my dead body will they evict these tenants.
Yeah!
My mom has lived there 7 years. She's a polio survivor. She's wheelchair bound. She's 95 now. This has been a wonderful community, and it's been ripped apart. Everyone has made friends, and they're comfortable in their familiar surroundings. To make them all move and scatter them would be deadly for so many.
At 95, my mother was paying her own bills. She's sharp. She's happy. She's enjoying life. She used to walk around by herself around the neighborhood, shopping, enjoying. She loved her community. Since that day, my mother has lost her wheelchair. I do believe, even though she is going to be 96, that this was as a result of the harassment and fear tactics that Watermark presented to this community. All we're saying is follow the law. The city adopted a law. Protect our parents.
Shame on Kayne! 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 Shame on Kayne!
Is he in his office right now?
Nobody in his office.
Do you work for his firm? Yes, yes.
I'm a consultant.
So can you deliver a message? All right.
Okay, our message is that the city of Los Angeles has a law to protect people who live in residential hotels. These people live in a residential hotel. All they want are the protections the city has already adopted to protect them. Not a Watermark-run plan that we've never seen. There's no plan for remodeling that anybody has ever seen, including our lawyers. And when the city does it, puts it on the residential hotel list and gets the protections that the city intended for owners just like this, in just this situation, that will be the end of the traumatizing situation.
We're just a little surprised that since we're offering everything that you've asked for, what the problem is.
The problem is that during the construction, we're asked to move a number of times in the
We understand that.
possibly to a hotel for who knows.
Right. But going to a residential hotel will not stop
Yes, it will.
the renovations.
You're misinformed. It will.
Every residential hotel on Skid Row, which is what the the ordinance was written for.
No, it was not written
Okay.
the elderly, disabled, and people who Watermark or Kayne Anderson purchased a residential hotel. Now they're trying to do damage control. They didn't know they purchased a residential hotel, but they did. And therein lies the problem.
They were told how gorgeous the building was going to be.
They said they had 4 months.
And how they were putting $50 million into the renovations. They were just going on and on about how gorgeous, and then said one little thing: it could take a year, 2 years, and everyone will have to leave by end of March.
That's correct.
And the next day, the eviction notice
We were
with
there.
120 days.
Ask him if he knew that he posted an eviction notice 2 to 3 days after Thanksgiving on Holocaust survivors' doors. Ask him if he's comfortable with that.
When they come back, and if they come back, will the rents be the same? And the answer was no. Emphatic no.
Thanks. I'm happy to pass.
Ask him how he would feel if somebody came to his fancy Santa Monica home where he's lived many years and did the same to him. What's your next step?
Well, our next step is having the housing department designated as a residential hotel, which, by the way, the city council has already said in past ordinances. But putting it on the list so it gets the protections that the city has adopted for these exact situations.
And you have a reason to believe that Paul Koretz is going to be your champion in this?
I think the councilman's been the champion of this since the beginning, so hopefully he can help make the housing department act.
Once again, we see profits over lives. These people have been through so much. They shouldn't have to go through this now, but they are fearless in the face of what's happening now, and they're ready to go until the very end.